Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm just going to go ahead and jump into the tutorial here. So today I'm going to use my Voss Pro palette. This is the Holy Grail palette. But first, of course, I'm going to prime my lids with just whatever concealer I have on hand and blending that out with my Morphe E8 brush, I believe it is. And to set my lids, set my concealer, I'm going to go in with this first little cream shade here and just packing that all over the lids, in the crease, and up into the brow bone just to make sure that all of our colors blend nicely and seamlessly today. Alright, so for my first transition shade, going in with this orangish shade right here and popping that right into the crease with a big fluffy brush. This is my Morphe R37 brush. I'm just doing that back and forth windshield wiper motions, and then once there's less product on my brush, I do circular motions upwards towards the brow, and I did zoom in a little bit better so that you could see a little bit more. And in this video, I do make quite a few mistakes. I get a little bit messy, but I show you how to clean it up and how to fix all of your mistakes as well, which is why I decided to post it and not just get rid of it just because I made some mistakes. Alright, so next going in with this deep burgundy shade, this is shade Wine and Dine, on a little bit more of a dense brush, and I'm just putting this right into the crease. I'm not blowing it out nowhere near as much. I realized that I did go in with a bit of a heavy hand. These shadows were more pigmented than I realized, so I went back in with that fluffy brush, just to blend it out with no additional product, just to make sure it all blended out well, so that it went in with a lighter hand this time and put it into the crease, just back and forth. And then I went back in with that big fluffy brush just to blend it all together, making sure that everything looks nice and seamless. But building it up a little bit more in the crease just so I get the intensity that I'm looking for. So next I went in with this dark chocolate brown shade. And with this shade here, I started it into the crease. And I wanted this one to go a lot lower into the crease, just right where your socket is. If you put your brush, you can just feel like where it is, and I used more of a tapered brush just so I could get the precise, just so I could be more precise as to where I wanted this chocolate brown shade to go. But I'm basically still doing the same thing, just back and forth windshield wiper motions here. Next I went back in with that deep burgundy shade of Wine and Dine, and I put this onto my outer corner, and this is where I started to get really messy. It's not a huge deal because you can definitely clean it up at the end, but I'm just packing this into the outer corner on both sides. But you can always clean it up with like a makeup wipe or something like that. So I'm back in with this dark brown shade, and this is where I started not liking it. So I went in with this large pencil brush, and I think I wanted to deepen the outer corner even more, and then I realized that it started to look a little choppy and a little messy, and I didn't really like it. So I went back in with just like a larger brush to try and, blend it out a little bit better, and maybe so you couldn't see it as well. I think I even added a little bit more of that burgundy shade because I just was not liking the way that brown color was looking over top of it. I just thought it looked muddy and messy, and it wasn't blending well together at all. So I went back in with that big fluffy brush just to blend everything together, making sure once again there's no harsh lines or anything. So next I'm going in with this loose glitter. This glitter is from Voss as well. This is in the shade Copperella. But of course first I'm going to use my hydrocortisone, pack it all over, mostly in the inner corner to the middle of the lid, and I'm also spraying a flat brush as well just so it sticks on my brush. I'm just packing that glitter all over on top of that hydrocortisone just so everything sticks. But oh my gosh, look how beautiful that glitter is. It is so pretty. I absolutely loved it. And honestly, even if you messed up a little bit, you can clean up with this wipe, but who's really even looking at that because you're looking at the glitter, right? But anyway, just grabbing a little makeup wipe here. Actually, it's a baby wipe, but who really cares? And just cleaning it up. Now I'm curling my lashes, getting them ready to put some falsies. So I'm just curling both of my lashes here. And I'm wearing, using my lashes from House of Lashes. They're the Just Wing It. And then for primer, I'm going in with my Benefit Professional, just patting that all over the skin here. And then I got in closer because you can see that I put it on the left side and not the right. So if you pause it, you can definitely tell the difference. So for my foundation, I'm going in with my Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation and my Beauty Blender. And I haven't used a Beauty Blender in forever, but I've been loving it so much. And since I'm so pale, I had to use the palest foundation that I had. I haven't self-tanned in a while. So I'm just pouncing that all over my face with a damp Beauty Blender. And this foundation is really full coverage, very matte, which is what I was wanting anyway. So just blending that out all over the skin, making sure I get it on my ear, and also my jawline as well, just to make sure that there's no discoloration or anything. And of course my hair always gets in the way, so just pouncing that everywhere. But look at that coverage. Isn't that just crazy? Like, that's why I love this foundation so much. This coverage is insane. Because I do have a lot of redness and a little bit of discoloration and everything, but it just cancels everything out, makes everything just look so smooth. Next for concealer, I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, starting at the corner, the very top of my eye, and bringing it down upwards, just so I have that more of a wake look, which is my favorite way to do concealer. Also balancing out the rest of the face by doing my chin, my cupid's bow, my nose, and my forehead. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this Tarte Shape Tape on as well, just in the inner corner, just to brighten it up even more, because these two concealers work so well together. I absolutely love the way they look together. And so blending that out with my damp Beauty Blender as well, which blends so seamlessly. I don't know why I ever put my Beauty Blender down. And if you see, I actually blended up a little bit too much and it got on my shadow, but I fixed it in just a bit anyway, by just grabbing the brush and just swirling it a little bit over there. And I grab my Laura Mercier powder and using my Beauty Blender to set my under eyes as well. It's just in pouncing back and forth motions as I do basically everything else. Now going in with bronzer, I'm using my Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula with my big Morphe M527 brush just to warm up the face. So I'm bronzing up my cheeks here. And then bronzing up the rest of this face as well. My hairline, temples, and the forehead, and the top of my forehead as well. And then I go into contour with my Makeup Forever bronzer, the Pro Fusion bronzer, with my Tweezerman Duo Fiber contour brush, and basically just getting the cheekbones and then my hairline once more. And then picking up that big fluffy brush once again, just to make sure that everything looks blended and not too harsh or anything. So now for the lower lash line, grabbing that orange shade with a large pencil brush, I'm just blending that all over the lower lash line and bringing it down quite a bit because I did want this look to be pretty smoky and to match the upper lid as well. Next, going in with that Wine and Dine shade with a little bit of a smaller pencil brush and bringing that up a little bit higher, not so low as that orange shades. With red base shadows, it can definitely make you look sick almost if you bring it too far down. So next, going in with that dark chocolate shade with this little straight edge brush. I think I kept this super close to the lash line and only on the outer corner so that it matched the top. And so coming in with a small pencil brush, even smaller than the last one we used, just to blend that line out so it's not too harsh. And then I went in with a little bit of liner. This is Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Liner in the shade of Black. And then coating my lower lashes with a little bit of black mascara as well. Not very fun to watch. And now for highlight, I'm going in with my Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop Press Highlighter to highlight the brow bone as well as the inner corner of my eyes. Also use this with a big highlighting brush from Morphe's, the M510, to highlight the tops of my cheekbones. I like to get it really well in the apples of my cheeks also. And then I hit the nose, the bridge of the nose, the temples of my forehead, and brought it around the side there as well. And then I hit my chin, of course, and my Cupid's bow. And then for my lip color, I went in with the Kylie Cosmetics, the shade Khlo Money. It's just like a deep nude shade, which I thought tied well together with this eye look, and I really, really loved it. But this is the shade that she collabed with her sister Chloe on. But it's such a beautiful, beautiful shade. Alright, and that is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed it and had a good time filming this. And if you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. And leave any comments, questions down below. I hope you learned a little bit here in my video today. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!